Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing 1 2 3, mic check.
Best got to stand up strong. Think the truth about themselves to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. I hope you had an amazing weekend. My weekend was amazing. Went by fast. Like, what the? You can get involved by calling 888-77. Where am I? You can get involved by calling 888-77-53773. 888-77. Jesse. 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 And my biblical question we're going to get to in a minute. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show. jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is you're doing, and you just got to run around right now, whatever. You can podcast the show, but you can still listen live on your phone by calling the listen line on Talk Stream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Amazing. So, it's Monday again.
Just shut up and step up.
That's right. And every Monday, because we love the ladies, we take all calls on all situations, but the ladies' call, we take them as they're coming in because Mondays is and will always be Female Monday. I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
Amazing. Yep. We've been lied to in ways that you would never, ever know until you start to work on you as an individual and overcome. When you truly wake up, you will see how much and the depths of the lies from the parents, from the teachers, from everybody, and you're suffering. It's amazing And she's right. They've been lied to about abortion and all that kind of stuff. But women want to go to work. The ladies have been lied to. So we dealt with yesterday's biblical question in the fellowship. And if you missed it, the Sunday morning fellowship, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/church. And you can podcast it. It was amazing. And so we dealt with last week biblical question. Have you ever ask yourself whether you are ascending or descending spiritually? Have you ever asked yourself whether you are ascending or descending spiritually? And you need to ask yourself and know if you're doing that. Which way are you going? Deeper into hell or coming out of hell? And you can't know. Really. Are you going through the hell or are you staying in the hell? There is a higher spirituality than what you're living. So check that out. It was interesting. rebuildingtheman.com/church. And so I have a brand new biblical question. A doozy. Brand new biblical question. Why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty? All the time. Why are women assume innocent and men are just assumed guilty? Why? What has happened that it has gotten to this point? Somebody say something about men, especially if there's another woman saying it about them, they just assume that the man is guilty without any way to see at all. And it's gotten worse. It has gotten worse. And it's going to get worse. It really will and is get worse. And the reason that, I counsel with a lot of people, so I hear a whole lot of things that are happening to men. And then you find out later it was never true anyway. And men just assume guilty. They're called names and all kind of stuff, even by other men. Men do it to men. It's the darndest thing I ever seen. But and so over the years, I've been hearing it and seeing what's happening to the men. And it's bad, folks. Men are being kept down in every area of their lives. In the home with their own mothers, in the schools where the girls are put first before the guys, in the workplace, in the jails, everywhere. And the more men give into it, the worse it gets. There's not even a real fight back with these women. Women are told that they can hit men, they can pounce on them, they can cuss them out, they can do whatever they want to him, and the man has been rendered defenseless. And you have no idea how the depths of evil will rise up as men are being made to be weak. You have no idea that what is going to happen in the world, in the country, and in the world as a result of evil overtaking men. Because that's what it is. Working through the woman and through evil men who are allowing it to happen too, going along with the woman. If you doubt me, look at the emotional and weak state of men today. You can hardly find a male, who is not emotional and angry and afraid and overreacting. He has become like his mother and is growing into that because he doesn't know how to overcome the spirit of the mother. Every woman he run into, you don't have to be dating her, but just get in the presence of his mama's spirit, and they don't know what to do with it. And you're never going to know, men, until you overcome the spirit of your mother or grandmother, whatever woman raised you. If you only took a minute and open your eyes and just kind of look around you without judging, don't judgment, but just look around you at what's happening as women are taking over. There is pure hell coming up in every area of life. In every area of life, there's nothing good happening. It's only getting worse. And you have turned your life over to the woman, your country over to the woman. And knowing that she was not created to lead, it's not in her to handle stress or pressure at all, and only anger and resentment is coming out of her. You put it in charge of the family. If the men leave the home, or if the man is in the home and the woman is running the home, look at how destructive the children become. Because the head is not there to lead her. And it's going to get worse. May God have mercy on the men in the next generation and the next one, because it is. You don't understand the depths of the evil heart of a woman. Those women who are working on themselves, and there are women nowadays who are starting to work on themselves to overcome that evil. But for those women who are not working on themselves, and I'm not trying to make you afraid, I'm just telling you reality because you don't seem to be paying attention. Why are women assumed innocent and men are assumed guilty? And if you notice, they never point out, or rarely do you hear what the women are doing to the men. You would be shocked to find that out. But they don't tell you because men are hated for who they are. And yes, they have been turned away from the Father, the earthly Father and the spiritual Father, God. They truly have been turned away. But just because they left home by being turned away from the Father, that doesn't mean that they are not sons of God. And some of them are finding their way back by forgiving, stop judging, stop being angry, and return to the Father. And then you're allowing these women to be educated and all that stuff. You're only adding to their evil. Because now they are puffed up, and Satan got them going like natty going north, except for the ladies who are working on themselves right now. They see it. You should hear them in the meetings, in the bond meetings, and the Sunday meetings, and everywhere. When I counsel with them around the world, they're like, yeah, I'm evil. And they're overcoming it. And what really made me think about this even more so, there's this guy by the name of Cesar Chavez, and he expired some years ago, and he was like the leader of the union, workers' union or something like that, farm workers' union. And so he expired, and as a result of him expired, they had schools named after him. They had signs on the road named after him. They even had a Cesar Chavez holiday. And so I don't know what happened, whether he what these women are saying that he did, I have no clue if that's true or not. And to be honest with you, I can care less if it's true or not. I have no concern about that at all. That's between Cesar Chavez and the women. So I take no sides on that. I'm neither for or against that. I just don't know. But what I have noticed in this thing is that the moment, and I don't know how long this has been going on either, but he was accused of these things. And right away, I don't know what proof they have or they've been investigating this guy or what happened. And I'm not concerned about that. My only concern is the attack upon men and how dangerous it is. And it hasn't always been this way. And as a result of men being in control, America was amazing. And the world was amazing. Well, parts of the world. So again, I'm not taking sides. I don't know if it's true or not. That's between him and the ladies who are accusing him. That's not my point. I'm saying that in every area of life, boys and men are completely under attack now. And there's nothing good that will come out of that. So this guy, New York Times is reporting that the Latino labor activist Cesar Chavez was once revered as the most influential civil rights leader in American history. They loved him, they said. Here's his soundbite from NBC LA.
We are not beasts of burden.
His legacy was built one march, one boycott, and one strike at a time, giving voice to the voiceless and economic dignity to those who toiled below the unrelenting California sun. In time, Cesar Chavez, the 5'6" son of Mexican immigrants, appeared to cement his place in history. From the historic establishment of California's trailblazing Ag Labor Relations Board to a 24-day-long hunger strike to protest an Arizona law banning union farm labor. Chavez became the personification of not just the farm worker movement, but the campaign for civil rights for all those who work with their hands, and a figure representing the broad integration of millions of immigrants and their sons and daughters into mainstream American society.
We are important because of the work we do.
But now, a blight on the memory. Dolores Huerta, the co-founder of the United Farm Workers Union, today releasing a statement saying she had been sexually assaulted by Chavez twice, writing that she had been manipulated and pressured into having sex with him. That the second time was rape, as she was forced against her will in an environment where she says she felt trapped. Huerta says she had 2 children with Chavez, pregnancies she hid from the public, and that after the children were born, she arranged for them to be raised by other families.
Amazing. That part, I don't know. I'm not concerned. My thing is this guy, in the eyes of these people, was a hero. A hero. They named a holiday. They did, and all those years have gone by, and overnight, it appears that they just wiped him out. He's dead, so he's not here to defend it, and that's fine with me, too. That's not the issue. My thing is the attack on men today. And young men, Z's and whatever else men, they're like totally afraid of women. It is not unusual to see men riding in cars with women and the female is driving. And he's sitting in the back seat. On the woman's side of the car, passenger side. Isn't that amazing? And so again, I don't know if that's true or not with the Cesar thing. That's not my point. My thing is the attack. How easily they can make you. Remember I said there's no such thing as a hero? Who told you you're a hero? Whomever tell you that you're a hero can also tell you that you're not. No such thing as heroes. Because human beings only love you as long as they can get what they want from you. And when they can't get that no more, they get angry and they turn on you just like that. And they'll take down your hero status. And here you are walking around, running around thinking you're a hero. No such thing as a hero. Just because somebody say you're a hero doesn't make you a hero. Cesar is no longer a hero. I have told you once, I have told you 1,000 times, I would highly recommend that you overcome the world. By overcoming the world inside of you. Your old nature is the world. Your old nature is the world. That's why when you get in trouble with your old nature, and then now you try to solve the problem with your old nature, you only use the same nature to do the same thing. It's never going to solve the problem. You need a brand new nature. You need love. Real love, not emotional love. Not emotional love. The love that comes directly from above. Even Karen Bass, the so-called mayor of LA, signed a proclamation on Thursday to rename the last day of the month Farmers Worker instead of Cesar Chavez Day. This is from KTLA 5.
The last 48 hours have been very painful, very difficult.
From LA City Hall to places like San Fernando, where its Cesar Chavez statue was temporarily covered up in black tarp Thursday morning, the reckoning has been swift.
The plight and the struggle of the farm workers continues on, and we will honor that. But we are going to have to take a look at a variety of things, including the naming of holidays, of buildings, of streets.
LA Mayor Karen Bass signed a proclamation renaming the last Monday of March to Farm Workers Day in the city of Los Angeles. Sacramento lawmakers also announced a deal renaming the holiday. Cesar Chavez's likeness is plastered all over California buildings, with many landmarks and streets bearing his name. Cities and counties are reevaluating his legacy. College campuses have also started covering up his statues.
This is a very difficult time for all of us. And the reckoning is real. And it's palpable. We all feel it.
See how emotional women are? They all feel it. It's so painful. And you believe emotions. But this is an example of how much men are hated. Men, you are hated by women, including your mama. Including your mama. And again, I don't care. I'm not concerned about what went down with those folks. I don't know if it's true or false, and I don't care. But this is an example of how they wiping him out, and he's not even around to defend himself. Even though it's not even worth defending, but again, I don't know what happened. But I do know that men are under attack. All men and boys are under attack. It doesn't matter the color. It doesn't matter the money. And it's a spiritual thing ever since Adam and Eve syndrome. When Eve encouraged and the man to believe in the lie that he could be God as she said she was. You could be your own person, she said. And the man listened to her. And God said to him, Adam, what have you done? Is you crazy? Are you crazy? You listen to the woman What about listening to the father? You listen to the woman. He's like, well, you gave it to me. What the? What am I supposed to do? You gave it to me. I thought it was all right. You listen to the woman who listened to the devil, who listened to evil. She became evil, and evil became her God. Adam listened to the woman, and the woman became his God. And that is happening right now. And that's never going to change in your life, men and women's lives, until they change as an individual and return to the Father. You're putting the devil in charge of your family, of your country, of your life. And it's not going to get better. He said, God, to Adam, well, because you listen to the woman, you're going to suffer. Every time you listen, you're going to suffer. And think about your own life. Men and women, really, that listen to their mothers. Haven't you suffered? Don't you suffer? And doesn't Mama Eve never want to turn you loose? You could be 190 and she still want to control you. That's that evil spirit. And men, it's a spiritual thing that's happening. This is just one example of how they're just wiping this guy's name out, just like that, everywhere, as though he never existed. And you thought he was a hero, and he thought he was a hero, and they pretended they saw him as a hero. No such thing as hero. Just because somebody say you're a hero, that doesn't mean that you are. So let the hero crap go too. Stop identifying with the world. Overcome the world by overcoming the world inside of you. Your imagination, your thoughts, your emotions. Emotions are evil. Emotions are evil. Do what you want, but it's going to get worse. And ladies who are married and having sons, you should be of love so you can guide your son in the right way. Otherwise, your son is really going to suffer. As this is happening, women are in the workplace, they're everywhere. And all they cause is chaos. And it's not them, but it's the spirit of evil that made a home in them. And so I just wanted to show you an example of the attack and how they can make you a hero and erase you just like that. That's why you're not supposed to get your identity from the world, not from your imagination nor the world. Your identity should only come from God, from love, real love, not emotional love. Emotional love, anyone that has emotional love, oh, I love you. Whether it's romantic love or mama love or whatever love, it's evil. That's not real love. That's why it doesn't work. It changes just like that. The moment people don't get what they want, they become your enemy. And they turn on you. They love you right now, and they turn on you in the next moment. It's a spiritual battle. I would suggest you work on yourself and wake up so you can see what's going on before it's too late. But if not, you love your misery. You're only in misery because you want to be there. If you want to be free of fear and doubt and loneliness and all that, you can. If you don't want to be free, you don't have to. It's up to you. 888-77-JESSE. Back in a moment. I have books that are amazing. I highly recommend you get them. 7 Guaranteed Steps to Spiritual, Family, and Financial Success Guide. Even if you're not started a business, but you have a job, or you're on welfare. It can help you if you do. Be doers of the word, all right? From rage to responsibility. From rage. That's what I write about in the first chapter, especially how I overcame. Scam. How the black leadership exploits black Americans. They are using them, and blacks are too willing to be used. And then my last book, The Antidote, Healing America from the Poison of Hate, Blame, and Victimhood. They are all amazing books, and they are helpful. Go to rebuildingtheman.com if you want an autographed copy, or call 800-411-2663. Okay, folks, why not have a wait-and-see attitude about all things, but especially don't take sides, either for or against. You can live that way, and that's the right way to live. Stop taking sides. Don't be for or against. And then you're of love. Stop taking sides. Anyway, like these videos. Like these videos, I'm told to tell y'all, like the videos and support us on social media. Jesse Lee Peterson on Instagram, JLP Talk on X, rumble.com/Jesse Lee Peterson, and cozy.tv/JLP. Like, comment, and follow and all that, all right? Not cozy lately, why not? Cozy has not been streaming lately. Okay. Hake is coming up. The Hake Report is coming up after my show. The Hake Report. And then after the Hake Report, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby, right after the Hake Report. And check out Fellowship yesterday. It was amazing. All of them are amazing. One thing that we dealt with yesterday is it's time to stop playing with evil and move away from it by not giving evil any attention. Be aware that it's in there trying to convince your mind, but don't communicate with it, ignore it, so that you don't have any relationship with it at all. So admit that you're wrong. Anyone that's angry, admit that you're wrong, male or female. And then when you admit you're wrong, you forgive. Forgive. Stop having a relationship with the ego, which are thoughts and emotions, good and bad emotions, are both imposters. They are evil. And then love. The first principle that is given to all of us by God, sent to us by His Son. If you want to enter into freedom, if you want to enter into the kingdom of heaven, all men and women, you must love God, what's right, reality, with all your heart, soul, and might, along with nobody else or nothing else. You cannot put anything or anyone before loving what's right first. Not even your own children or anyone. You got to love that. You got to love Him first. And then pick up your cross and walk. Your ego. Pick it up, forgive, and drop it. Which is the ego death, the evil death. And then love your neighbor, your enemy as yourself. Because the love you're getting is coming from God through you. And that love is what bring all understanding, by the way. And that love causes you to love even your enemy, your family members, your so-called friends, or anyone, because you understand it's not them. You understand what's driving them. That doesn't mean you got to hang out. You don't have to play with them if you don't want, but don't hate them. And then you will be of love, and you will be the light of the world. But that's not the reason to do it. You do it because it's the right principle. It's the right thing to do. It's to love. Where's the love in the world? How often do you run into people with real love, true love, not emotional love? I can't tell you how wrong emotional feelings of love is. It's not love at all. It's hate that disguises itself as love. Because hate tries to do what God does. It imitates God, even though its stuff doesn't work. Where is the love? It's time to, in our fellowship, everybody going up to the 50th floor this year and hopefully above. Now they got to return to love. Don't hate those who hate you. Don't hate those who try to hurt you. As long as they're not bothering you physically, don't hate them. They know not what they do. Whether it's your family member or whomever, don't hate them. If you need to speak up, but don't hate. But love. You got to be of love if you want to be one with perfect peace. And you can. A lesson, one of the ladies at the meeting made an interesting point that I had never considered, but it made sense some kind of reason, for some kind of reason. She said that she didn't, and I may not be quoting her exactly, she didn't like that word or believe that word ego. It sounded like a made-up word to her, and it's either evil or good. And she's right. It is evil. It's Satan and all of his little demons that made a home in human beings, in their minds. And so I've been wondering, where did that word ego come from? And she reminded me after the meeting that it was a New Age word. Is that true, Hank? It was made up by the New Age people, ego. I don't know if it's true or not.
I learned about the word ego in college in philosophy class. I forget who really pushed the word, because they talk about something, the ego and the superego, something like that. But the way that you use it is just self.
Right.
Notion of self.
A false self.
Yeah.
And that it is the nature of Satan. When I was growing up and going to churches and things, I never heard the word ego. I always heard evil. It was evil. It was Satan in us. But I never heard the word ego. Then all of a sudden I started hearing the word ego. In my mind, I thought that it applied to Satan. It meant Satan. But so she made me think about that.
Nice.
Well, what do you think about that, Anchor Baby? The ego word. Have you ever thought about it before she mentioned it?
Yeah. No, I was, when you were asking for the definition, I was going to say something similar to Hake about how it's just refers to the so-called self. You know, James, he gave you that good, he just said it was I. It just means I.
Yeah.
Which is perfect.
And the ego always is about I. You hurt me. You embarrassed me. You all about me. What a mess. So do what you want with that, folks. But men and women, you can overcome the false self, the illusion, and live in reality of love. We got to bring back love. Christ came to bring love, real love from the Father. Real love. Dara said that the answer to the men thing, men desires to protect their physical weakness and sometimes their beauty. Is that true? But man, you are under attack. It reminds me of when I used to tell white people that they are under attack years ago. I'm like, white people, you're under attack. You apologize for something you're not even guilty of, and it's only making the attacker worse. And now there's a genocide upon white people. And that's going to get worse too, because it's evil. And this situation, this attack on men in every area of life, not just one area, is only going to get worse unless men wake up. You got to and fight evil with good, with perfect love. The powers in the love that come from above. Natalie is the first time caller out of Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Natalie, you are on the air.
Hello, Jesse.
Hey, Natalie.
Hey there. I've been listening to you for about 6 months, and you are amazing.
Amazing.
All right. I have an observation when you're talking about Cesar Chavez, all that's going on there. I find it interesting timing that you could have one of your producers just Google it. He was very against illegal immigration and called the illegals wetbacks and all that stuff. And I believe with the current trends of the civil rights groups and so forth and all the attorneys pushing for illegals, that the timing is very interesting, especially of those in California and LA.
Well, again, I don't know if what they accuse him of happened or not, and I can care less about that. I'm not even concerned about that. But I just know that what's happening is a spiritual thing, and that it's not good for the country or anyone that this attack is happening. And you make a point. I know that in the political world and all that kind of stuff, they are wiping men out.
Yeah.
In that area too, and they're replacing them with women who are out of control, by the way. And it's just not good. Natalie, no good can come from this.
I agree, and I agree as a woman, because it really doesn't help the women either.
No.
If we're honest, and I'm saying that from experience.
You make another good point. This attack on men is hurting women too. And they may not realize it right now because they're on this ego trip, but it's hurting them as well.
Yeah, big time. But I just wanted to make a comment on that just because I have experience in that field and I see kind of like how you talk about it's definitely a spiritual battle, no doubt about it.
Yep.
You've helped me see that. But I'm not saying that it isn't true. Anything she said to be 100% true,
right.
And all the accusations, I'm not going to debate that because if it's true, that's terrible. But it is interesting timing. I have noticed the trend, and I feel bad also. This is the other part. I think we saw with the whole Me Too movement and then now with the Epstein, like there definitely are victims.
Yeah.
But I think the overwhelming amount of people, they're kind of using it right now. And it actually denigrates the actual victims, I believe.
Amazing.
Just kind of like it with women. But anyhow, just wanted to give that point of view.
Right on. I appreciate that.
Kind of interesting. And I appreciate you taking my call.
Right on. Good to hear from you. Call me again.
All right. Bye.
Bye now. And y'all don't know the seriousness of this yet. Attack upon men. All men. All men. This is not a color thing or anything. It is the spirit of the man is hated by the spirit of the woman. The man's love is from above, God, and the woman's love is from below, Satan, until she starts to overcome. And until the man overcome and return to the Father, his love is from the mother, which is from Satan. It's the same love. It's false love. It's evil. And woe unto the man or the woman who call good evil and evil good. Let me go to first-time caller, Garrett, out of Tennessee, Nashville to be exact, Tennessee. Garrett, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how's it going?
All is well, Garrett.
All right, man. I just wanted to make a quick comment about the whole TPUSA, the Erika Kirk. I don't know if you know this artist named Jelly Roll and his wife Bunny, but basically I feel like they're doing a whole entire fake Christian movement, and I feel like if they say the name of Jesus, they know that it'll win over the whole entire conservative crowd, and everybody's going to buy into it, and they're going to make, like you say, buku money.
Amazing. Well, I haven't really been paying any attention to that. I know I see sometime on the news they show that so-called Christian movement thing happening, but what I see is, when I do see it, it's more of the same. It's just about religion. It's just about feeling good, waving your hands in the sky, and crying and being emotional. I know for a fact that's going to end up in the ditch as well, because God is not in religion. He has nothing to do with religion at all. It is another emotional movement. That's all it is.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I think I saw a video of, I think it was like you talking about Erika Kirk when she was on stage being like, I forgive him. Like, every interview I was seeing of her, she's got these fake tears, and man, I just don't know. I just feel like you said earlier ago, people call bad things good nowadays,
Yeah.
and I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I always tell people I feel like 85% of the world and people I even personally know, I mean, people are just losing it, and like there's no such thing as originality or anything like that.
Well, when men are weak in the home and outside of the home, this is what happened. They open it up where hell can come through the woman and destroy everything. Garrett, thank you, man. I appreciate your call.
All right, thanks, man.
All right. 888-77-JESSE. Super chat. Super chats.
Over on the JLP show, Maria T. Welcome, new member.
Thank you, Maria. I appreciate it.
Some super thanks from Bond. Harsha Sharma. Pardon my butchering of the name. Says thanks.
Thank you, Harsha Sharma. Sorry for
Butchering the name.
But thank you very much.
Des Shine, congratulations, JLP and Bond. God bless all that you do.
Thank
with
you.
The 36th anniversary.
Right on. Thank you, and thanks for helping it happen, making it possible.
Rui says thanks.
Right on. Thanks. Amazing.
Nikki 313, diamonds don't fear pressure, and gold doesn't fear the fire.
Amazing. I like that. Thank you.
Tracy S. on pilled.net.
Thank you, Tracy.
Okay, Jesse.
Yes.
Who are you? Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark.
Look within and you will know. Amazing.
Neo gifted the shades. You are amazing, Jesse. Have a wonderful weekend, brother. Pink heart with stars.
Thank you. Amazing.
Kyle, welcome Bond supporter. Kyle S.
Thank you, Kyle S. I appreciate it.
House 6 Mil says Jesse is the GOAT. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome, and thank you for helping us to help others. I appreciate it. And stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Nilla Thrilla, they call him King.
And I call him the Great White Hope. Amazing.
Peter 80, thank you, Jesse, and the team for the best fellowship on this side of heaven. Amazing.
Thank
Thumbs
you.
up.
It was. I never know how the Sunday fellowship gonna go, or the women's forum or the men's forum. I have a way to see, and it's always amazing. Check it out by going to rebuildingtheman.com/church. Rebuildingtheman.com/church. Amazing. Thank you.
Mari, you says, happy Sunday, everyone in JLP crew. Hope you guys had a wonderful weekend, and good luck on getting money for the new equipment. Love, guys. Thanks, hands and heart.
Thank you. I appreciate it. That reminded me, we have to buy update stuff around here, folks. New equipment, computers, and cameras and everything. So we need your support with that. And go to rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Or call 800-411-BOND. 800-411-2663. Or you can scan the QR code to support Bond. Or you can mail it in. Make the check or money order out to Bond. Send it to Bond at P.O. Box 35090, L.A., California, 90035. And thank you in advance. I appreciate it.
Tracy S. on Pilled. Jesse Lee Peterson, I will firmly stand against your statement that if a person is crying, they are lying.
Why? Why are you standing against it? Why are you standing against it? But thank you.
Joseph B. Joe from Ohio in the house, getting rid of all that stinking thinking. What the?
Stinking thinking. Get rid of it and be free. Amazing. Thank you.
CT on the X live stream. Sip Punchy's coffee whenever Jesse says amazing.
Punchy coffee is good. And you can get it at jesseleepeterson.shop.
Very nice. Commander Kim on Rumble Rant. Now I see my anger, observe my anger, which I am grateful for. Before JLP message, I couldn't see. Not sure if ascending or descending, but I can now see where I was and look forward to where I'm going.
Right on. And stay with it. The fact you can see a little bit is everything. And that light will grow, and it will grow, and it will grow, and it get brighter and brighter and brighter. Stay with it. Right on. Amazing.
Welcome, Brian C., new JLP show member.
Thank you, Brian C. I appreciate it.
Anthony L., cool sunglasses sticker.
Thank you, Anthony L.
Lori, Jesse, church was insightful. Interesting when the woman said she's not physically taking a baseball bat to destroy the man's car, but that it felt good to think about it. There's no difference. Feeling good, thinking about evil, and is being in agreement with evil, and therein lies the sin in the mind.
That's
Instead
right.
of just seeing the thought as a lie and letting it pass. Thanks.
Good point, because the sin is in the thinking, not in the action. When you lust or anything in the mind, when you have hatred, it's in the mind, not in the action. Amazing. Thank you.
Hey, sir, you said in service Sunday when someone is walking in the gym half naked, it's the ego. Is it not the ego when you wear your Great White Hope t-shirt in the places where you know you'll draw attention?
Everywhere I go, you're going to draw attention with that. But amazing. Thank you.
And we'll have to read the rest later, y'all.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
I got to take a quick break. And when I come back, I'll come back to the phone. Hate news is coming now, not the fake news, and I'll be back in a moment. Is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor, top quality, specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to Bond, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's coffee.
There's some serious mess going on in this here old world. On Saturday, Trump threatened to obliterate Iranian power plants if the Strait of Hormuz was not reopened within 24 hours, and 48 hours, and we're nearing 48 hours, right? It's if we haven't passed it already, Monday, but it is Monday, and Trump has postponed the Iran power plant strikes for 5 days, allegedly, after productive talks with Tehran. As you know, the Iran war is ongoing. Iran fired some ballistic missiles at Diego Garcia base in one of the seas over there somewhere. And they can strike Europe, I heard. The State Department issued some worldwide security alert for U.S. citizens amid the Iran war. A little late coming, perhaps, don't know. And also rest in peace to Bob Mueller, Robert Mueller, 9/11 era FBI chief, FBI director. He was like the Kash Patel of back then, maybe a little bit less showy. He later probed the alleged Trump-Russia ties, dead at the tender age of 81 years old. Gone too soon, I don't know, but Trump said, good, I'm glad, because glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt any more innocent people, because he seems to have been perhaps one of those normie rhinos. If liberals are calling you a straight arrow and an honest man, maybe there's something wrong with you. And maybe there was something wrong with him. Rest in peace, though. This is the end of hour 1 of the Shirley Peterson Show. It is Female Monday. Everybody loves Mondays, and we all ought to love females. March 23rd, AD 2026. There's one line open. You can call in right now, even during Hake News, not fake news, young or old, woman or man, male or female. You're welcome to call in to the Shirley Peterson Show. It is Hake News, not fake news. JLP will be right back. We'll get to more of your calls and your super chats and more great stories, I trust, right? Commie Nonsense Network, CNN reports ICE agents, this is good, will deploy to some airports today to assist with crowd management and support TSA, Transportation Security Administration, operations. So said our greatest president, Donald J. Trump. This comes as many travelers are facing long, winding security lines, hours, 2-3 hours sometimes, across the United States during this partial government shutdown. Thanks, Democrats. They don't want to fund the DHS, which is the TSA. But thankfully, ICE is funded. But they're pretending that they're not funding ICE. But ICE has already been funded, I heard. Don't know if that's true. LaGuardia. You heard about this? Airport. There was a collision. Deadly, actually. A couple of guys died, pilots. An Air Canada plane, but Anchor Baby is safe. It was not him. Air Canada plane collided with a fire truck while landing at New York's. It's in Queens, New York. LaGuardia Airport late Sunday, killing the pilot and co-pilot and injuring, wouldn't they be just co-pilots, grammatically speaking? But anyway, injuring dozens, officials said. The crash occurred around 11:40 p.m. Eastern Time, of course, as the plane struck a rescue vehicle responding to a separate incident. Man, and a Port Authority spokesman said that the plane was carrying 72 passengers, 4 crew members, the airline said. The FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, issued a ground stop at LaGuardia shortly after the collision due to an aircraft emergency, quote-unquote. The airport is expected to be closed till 2 p.m. Eastern Time, according to the agency. And you know about this Homeland Security shutdown. President Trump Sunday threatened not to support any deal to fund the Department of Homeland Security until lawmakers pass the Save America Act. Nice. Injecting a new demand in the ongoing negotiations over the partial government shutdown as travel disruptions mount across the country. Trump's comments came as the Senate remains locked in a marathon debate over the federal elections overhaul bill that's a top priority for Trump, but one that faces near impossible odds in the chamber. Senate stayed in session over the weekend trying to hammer out the details, but talks have been paused until Democrats respond to the latest offer from the White House. Interesting. SAVE Act is where you have to prove that you're a citizen in order to vote. I'm James Hake, JLP, Hour 2.
got to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am JLP Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. It's Monday, and you can get involved by calling 888-77 53773 888-77 Jesse Jesse Jesse. And my biblical question, brand new biblical question, and it's a doozy. Why are women assumed innocent and men are assumed guilty? Why? Why? Why are women assumed innocent and men are assumed guilty? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show, JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and you just got to go and do whatever it is you're doing, protesting for your own ego reasons or whatever, you can podcast the show and still listen on your phone as the show is happening. You can podcast, but you can listen on your phone by calling the listen line at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Monday. And rainy days and Mondays always build me up. What the? And Mondays it will always be Female Monday. All my life, I had to fight.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
Yeah. It's a spiritual thing. We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities and wickedness in high places. And you can know, prove me wrong, but you can know this for sure if you want to know it. You can know it for sure by watching, become aware of the spirit of evil that made a home in you. And all your life, you've had, your whole life, you've had so many experiences in life, different things you've gone through and dealt with from childhood all the way up. And you reacted, overreacted, and identified with those spirits. And now you think that they're you. You think that you are your thoughts and your feelings, the good ones and the bad ones. They both are bad, but for the sake of conversation, those good thrill feeling, you think they're you. You're not your thoughts. You're not your feelings. You're not your past. You're not your future. You're none of those things, and never have been and never will be. Just because you think you are, that doesn't mean it's true. But you're going to live that false life of fear and jealousy and envy and strife. Have you seen the wickedness of human nature? You never thought or think, oh, human beings are not that bad. You can find something good in human nature. No, you can't. There's no good in human beings. Zero. It's all evil. And it's in your mind. And you can overcome it because it's not you. And woe unto the man or the woman who call anger good. Oh, it's natural. It's human nature. It is human nature, but it's evil. Evil that made home in human nature, which is the devil's nature, which is evil. One quick thing I want to show you, maybe two. Remember the guy Nick Shirley went over to Minnesota, Minneapolis, and he found, according to the news report and report, he found fraud like nothing going north. It was bad, according to the report. Out of control. Those African people, wherever they came from, where are those people from, Nick?
The Somalians?
Yeah, the Somalians. They was like living high on the hog, according to the report. And so Nick Shirley is in California now, I believe, checking out the fraud, but also James O'Keefe, according to report, is doing the same thing, dealing with the fraud in California and other places, according to the report. The national desk is reporting. A new report is exposing what appears to be election fraud in the state of California. Independent journalist James O'Keefe and his team went undercover along Skid Row in Los Angeles. And Skid Row is a place for the homeless people in the downtown area. But he found this along Skid Row in Los Angeles, and he shared a 28-time NGO's encouragement. Encouraged the homeless to use fake addresses to sign petitions and register to vote. This is in California. No wonder. Watch it from Independent Desk.
So in the nearly half-hour video, independent journalist James O'Keefe and his team are seen posing undercover on Skid Row in Los Angeles, all in an effort to expose election fraud, including what appears to be people being encouraged to use fake addresses to sign petitions and register to vote. From fake addresses to bribes, independent journalist James O'Keefe and his team recently went undercover along LA's Skid Row to expose election fraud in California.
After 9, they're going to give you additional one more to sign. After that one more, you get $3.
But what is that petition for? You know? What is the petition for?
I do not know.
O'Keefe says in the nearly half-hour video, they captured 28 times state non-governmental employees encouraged the homeless to use fake addresses in order to sign petitions and register to vote.
I put as my address. Yeah, just put up. You live on Pinocchio Lane.
On hidden cameras, petitioners admitting they're paid between $7 and $10 per signature, but it is a federal crime to provide false information on a voter registration form or offer payment.
Amazing, huh? Human nature is about self and perceived power. And these politicians would do anything they can to stay in office, or if they've been put out of control, they want to come back. because it's all about self. Satan nature is about self. It's never about anyone else but self. Even when she's crying, she's lying. It's about self. Look, poor me, I'm crying. My bird died. What the? Isn't that amazing? And they are mad because now the Republicans, some of them want to clean up this mess, fraud. And no, it's racist. Black people can't even get an ID, they say. What's wrong with you? You can't get an ID. They'll mail it to you. One other one is Nick Shirley. He's now, according to the report, in California, exposing the fraud there or here. The National Desk is reporting. Journalist Nick Shirley also recently released a new video claiming to have found over $170 million in hospice and daycare fraud within the state. This is from 13 WHAM.
So Dr. Oz, who leads the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, is currently investigating hospice and also home health care fraud in the state of California, alleging millions are being stolen in LA County. But he's not alone here. Independent journalist Nick Shirley also launching his own probe, claiming in a brand new video to have found $170 million in fraud. On Monday, President Trump signing an executive order to establish the task force to eliminate fraud, saying every state will be held accountable.
It seems that it's usually in blue states. If it's in a red state, we're going there too.
One state the administration is already circling is California. Dr. Oz, who leads the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, claiming earlier this year a preliminary audit found billions in federal Medicaid funds were allegedly misspent by the state on health care for undocumented immigrants.
In California alone, we already have $1.3 billion that they're actually paying us back on because they know they're ripping off the federal taxpayer.
Meanwhile, independent journalist Nick Shirley also switching gears from Minnesota to California.
This is the sound of hospice money.
Shirley posting this video on social media, claiming to have uncovered over $170 million in fraud in the state's hospice and daycare systems.
The last few visits from the state have said that they have 39 enrolled.
And right now we're seeing about 5 children.
What a mess, huh? Human nature. Human nature has nothing to do with God. It's all about self and is evil. Gavin Newsom made light of the situation by marked Shirley in a post on X. This is from Fox News.
But we did reach out to Gavin Newsom's office for comment on the recent allegations. They referred us to these posts on X, seemingly making a joke out of the whole situation, writing, quote, "Wow, Nick Shirley finds potential fraud in Donald Trump's federal Medicare system." Gavin Newsom imposed a moratorium on new hospice licenses beginning in 2021. Gavin, maybe you should take these very real claims of fraud in your state. I know you're busy stalking Trump, podcaster, poster, author, world traveler, podcaster. Maybe you should get back to work.
Amazing. It's amazing to me that the proof is in the pudding that Gavin Newsom has destroyed California. And yet, for some reason, he thinks the people still got to vote for him. And they might do it out of emotions because they hate Trump. This is the world. You got to overcome the world in you so that you can overcome the world outside of you. Your human nature is the nature of the world. It comes out of you into the world. What you see happening in the big picture is happening in your life as well. It's happening in your life as well. And my producer is saying, Derek, he black. Well, he really white on the inside, but he looked black on the outside. He said that it takes a YouTuber to address fraud in California. Where are the adults? A 23-year-old YouTuber. Good point. The media is not doing it at all that I'm aware of. It takes YouTubers, serious YouTuber grown-ups, to come and do it. Amazing. 888-77 Jesse, a spiritual battle. Let me go to William out of Norway. William, heard around the world, you are on the air.
Hello?
Hey, William.
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you well.
Okay, how are you doing today?
Amazing.
I had a I had a question about fear.
Okay.
I hear you say that fear is not real, right?
Right.
I was reading this book this weekend about like this dating book, and there was this guy talking about telling a woman everything you think about, right? Without playing games or everything you want to do and say, right? And I was trying to do the same thing with a girl that I liked, but I had this invisible wall in my body that I couldn't move. And doesn't that make it feel real? Doesn't that make it because I couldn't move or do the things I wanted to do? Doesn't that make the fear real?
Nope. It's still an illusion that you believe in, and it stopped you from function. Had you gone and did what you wanted to do anyway, you would have seen that fear was never real. It was just an illusion that's coming from the thoughts and emotions. But because you gave into it, it seemed real, but it's not. And this I promise you.
But the thing is, how can I then? It really felt real. Like I couldn't even imagine that doing what I wanted to do.
Because you identify with the fear, and the devil had control of your mind, and all those emotions that rose up in your stomach. You believed it, and you let the devil win in your life.
It wasn't really an emotion. It was more like a wall. Like I was watching it and was like...
fear is an emotion. You felt fear.
Okay, but what does that say about me then?
That you love evil and you hate good.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. But
what do you mean? If you didn't love good, if you didn't love evil, you would not give in to the fake fear that's not even real.
But it's not like giving up to it. It's like...
It is.
It's like a wall. How can I move beyond the wall? That's what I don't understand.
You move beyond the wall by climbing the wall and crossing over.
But that's making real then, right? Because you have to move beyond the wall. So there is a wall.
No, the wall of fear, which is not real. And once you, again, once you do it, you're going to see that the fear was an illusion. Because what's going to happen is, if you ever go beyond the fear, it's going to the illusion is going to disappear. You're going to realize, wow, that was just an illusion. It wasn't even real.
Okay, but that says something about my masculinity, because I feel like you speak about...
That has nothing to do with masculinity. It only has to do with fear and your willingness to obey fear and let it stop you from living.
Because I was thinking about it yesterday, and I feel like you talk about the mother, the problem with the mother. Do you think like maybe she took my masculinity and I'm not like a real man no more?
No, she caused you to become evil by causing you to become angry, by causing you to hate her for what she's done. So you have your mother's spirit in you, which is the spirit of evil. And that's what's driving you in your mind and emotions. And as long as you obey it by not resisting it, it's going to only get worse in you. It's not going to get better.
Okay, because before I had like escapes, right? I had I was watching adult content and I did nicotine. And this year I stopped all of that, and even what do you mean? YouTube and watching
but you
social media.
You can stop all of that, but if you don't resist evil in the mind, you're only going to get worse.
No, but what I was trying to say is I'm seeing light. I'm not really as strong than I thought I was before. Because I have no escapes no more.
You should never think that you're strong or weak. If you think you're weak, then you're going to fight to be strong. And if you think you're strong, then you're going to fight to not be weak. But if you didn't think about strength or weakness and just live your life, you'll be fine. It's all in the thoughts, William. Your thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
So how should I moving forward? Should I
ignore the thoughts and live your life? Stop having a relationship with thoughts. Throw it out. Throw them out of your community. Throw them out of your house.
I feel like it's impossible to do that. I don't.
Only because you're not doing it.
Wow. Okay, thank you for the help.
All right. Let me know how it goes.
Thank you.
All right. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to Esther, a first-time caller out of Texas. Esther, you are on the air.
Hi.
Hey, Esther.
Hi, Ben.
All is well. Are you on a Bluetooth or something?
No, my phone, if it's sounding funny, it's because I need to sit back.
You need to
I
what?
thought of the Bluetooth. Sit back. Can you hear me now?
It's all it's static. It's choppy.
Can you hear me better now?
I can't. Hold on, Esther. Don't move. I'm gonna let Derek work with you on that, and then he'll let me know when you're ready. Hold on. Let me go to Brandon out of Canada. Brandon, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How's it going?
All is well, Brandon.
I loved the fellowship yesterday. It was really nice. I enjoyed it.
And was it helpful?
Yes, it was.
In what way? One little way was it helpful for you?
It was helpful because right now the whole week I do all the assignment you give us every week,
right on.
And I keep an eye on myself. And I've been going through a situation this week, and every time there's a fellowship, it's always like every time I keep working on myself on every fellowship, it's like it gives me the next answer. And I wish I could be there and talk with all of you guys, but I still follow from a distance.
Right on. Will you stay with it? Stay with it. Stay with it. Thank
you. And but the reason for my call is actually about the situation. It is so true what you said in the first hour, and yesterday too, what you guys said about when people become emotional, they can turn on you like that. And right now I'm working with a client and I'm formatting a book for him. So in the beginning, I told him okay, you give me the first half of the payment. I start working on it. And then when I'm done with the formatting of the book, English and French, we're going to meet and publish the book, and you pay me on that day. And we agreed on that. And after that, when I was almost done working through the book, I told him, hey, I saw some mistakes in the books and everything, And he said to me, okay, well, I told him we can fix them on the day we publish them. He said, okay. But then he asked me, can you send me the book when you're done with them before we meet? I told him, hey, I can do that, no problem. But if I do that, you need to send me the other half of the money before, because, you know, you could just take the work and not pay me and make trouble, you know. So it's like just a security thing I do with all my clients. And he went off on me. He started like telling so many lies, and I didn't get angry. I stayed calm. I was trying to reason with him, but he just like got so angry, Jesse. And the guy before, he was like always like praising me. Oh, I love your work. You're so good. You're so everything. But now I'm learning to keep a distance between me and everybody. Either it's my relationship, work relationship, whatever. I keep a distance. And when he was saying the good things too, I would always say like, thank you. I appreciate it. But I always keep a distance. You know, I don't get glory from that, you know.
Yeah.
God is allowing me to do what I do. So I just grateful of what I do. And I just said, thank you. And so when he went off on me, I was able to just like keep a distance as well, and I could see clearly it was just a form of manipulation. It was just a way for him to, because the moment, and he was starting telling a lot of lies, like, oh, you're not gonna do the work, you're a liar, and he was like insulting me, and I was like, I couldn't even say a word, and then he hung up on me. I tried to call him back. He didn't answer the phone, and then he sent me, and that's where my questions comes in. And then I try to call him back. He doesn't answer his phone. And then he sends me a message saying, I don't want to work with you anymore. You can keep the money, the first payment I sent you, and keep the work. I don't want it. And I didn't
have a
answer
contract?
to that. No, we didn't.
Oh, okay. And so, because of time, your question for me is what?
And now he wants me to finish the work. He called me back like a day later and saying like, oh, you're stealing my money. I told him like how it is, you know, how to hide the cabbage. I said, hey, you went that way and everything. That's how it went. So don't try to play games in whatever way, you know. And then he said, oh, okay, yeah, can you finish the work, please? I'm going to give you some extra money and everything. But should I finish the work and keep working with him, or just, because I told him I just send you the work I did, keep the rest of the money. I don't want to get paid for like the rest. I'll just send you what I did so far, and we go part ways, you know. And that's when he said, oh, can you finish the work? I'll give you some extra money and everything, but I'm not sure if I want to go or not. Should I?
Do what you want, of course. It's on you. But based on what you're saying, I would give him the work for the money he's already paid and be done with him.
That's what I thought too.
Because if it's true what you said about him, he's showing that he cannot be trusted. He's evil, and if you continue to do the work, you may not end up with another dime. I would be done with it, but you do what you want.
No, it makes sense.
And he's paid you for the work you've done right now, right?
Yes.
So I wouldn't take it beyond that. I wouldn't trust this guy. I'll move on.
Yeah, I'm even losing a little money, but at this point, it's not that important.
That's right. And don't be angry at him. He cannot see. But be done with it and be glad that you saw this before he got too far down the road.
Yeah, I'm glad I can see. So I always keep working, you know. So I'll keep working on myself. And is it possible to talk to someone about the church and how we can get there? And I have some questions because I'd love to come.
Okay, call the office today after 9 a.m., 323-782-1980.
Okay.
323-782-1980, and they can help you.
Perfect. I'll do that, and thanks for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'll support in any way I can.
Right on. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with it, man. You haven't seen anything, it gets better.
Okay, let's go to the 50th floor.
That's right. Absolutely. Thank you,
Amazing.
Brandon. Okay. Now, I got to take a quick break. Back in a moment. With the way things are going, but you can't be angry. because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married. And the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature. Okay, welcome back. 888-7753-773. 888-77 Jesse. I do shout outs for you. Shout out whatever the occasion is, birthday, wedding, or just plain old hi you. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. And check out the merch. Oh, Lord. Not the merch, Lord. Check out the merch. Pachi's Coffee. Good. I have my own coffee. Who would have thought? And it is delicious. And then we have mugs and T-shirts and hats and stuff for you to wear or gifts. You can use whomever you give these things to as a gift, they're going to love you. Look at the mugs and the hats and things like that, right? Amazing. And then my books. My books are amazing too. Everything is amazing. Check them out. I will sign them for you. I will autograph them, but you have to say who you want me to write into the book, the name of the person. All right, some people forget, so remember, make on the note. If it's for you, put your name. Hey, sign it to me. Go to jesseleepeterson.shop, jesseleepeterson.shop, and every dime goes back and doing the work here. So you're helping us in that way too. Amazing. Let me go back to Esther. See, they say her phone is fine now. Esther, a first-time call out of Texas. Esther, you are on the air.
Yes, can you hear me now?
That is much better, Esther. What the?
Okay, so let me give you a brief context of who I am so you understand where the questions coming from. All right, so I grew up in church. I got saved when I was 3. I have a relationship with God. Getting older, kind of, fell away or whatever, went through my little teen stuff. But in January of 2025, he started speaking with me about the importance of understanding dominions and the active realm of evil. And I didn't think that it was so true. But God's telling me, so obviously it is true. And I was wondering if you knew anything about the return of the ancient gods, Ishtar, Molech, and Baal. Well, and I feel like they're influencing a lot of these outrages and stuff that people are having.
Well, I know for sure. I don't know about Easter or
Esther.
Esther or Bayon and all that, but I do know that in your imagination, in your thoughts and emotion, that evil has made a home inside of your thought in your mind, and it controls you. And I do know that for sure. Have you noticed that your thoughts are evil?
No, not necessarily.
And why
I don't-
have you noticed that?
Because I don't have any ill intentions for anything, really.
I'm sorry?
I don't have any ill intentions. I can't think of,
Do
people
you
like.
do you ever get
dislike.
angry?
Yes, well, yes,
I'm sorry?
yes, I do.
Ill intention. Do you ever get emotional?
Seldomly,
Do you ever get emotional?
seldomly.
Evil intentions. So, and that is because evil has made a home inside of you. Esther may be up in there too, but it's all evil. You got to overcome the thoughts by forgiving
Right.
and stop having a relationship. James, you know about Esther and the people she talked about?
Oh, Ishtar? I know I've heard of those false gods from the Bible.
Oh, okay.
That's all I know.
So they're false gods that they used to do like sacrificial worship to, and for the first time I've seen it come back into society and it's peculiar to me. So I was wondering if you knew anything about that.
Well, I haven't. I kind of heard about that kind of stuff, but I haven't paid a lot of attention to it. I know that evil is working inside of human beings, and that it works through them to do harm to them and others, and that's why you got to drop the anger so you can overcome evil inside of you.
And definitely with the forgiveness, it's a lot of it's for forgiving myself, like forgiving situations that there's no way you could go back and change. So
Right. Have you forgiven your mother?
yes, I mean I don't. My mom she was my best friend.
Oh God.
Going to be with the Lord. She's going to be with the Lord though. She passed away from kidney failure.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
Have you forgiven her for recreating you or her image?
For her leaving me, yes.
You told her?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes, yes, I told her. Spiritually, I didn't know I was that angry about her leaving.
Yeah.
Or being sick, and both those things were like abhorrent. So.
Did you told her you were sorry for resenting her for leaving and screwing your life up?
Yes.
And if you and did you forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother?
Yes.
You told him?
I have not.
Why not?
Because I'm not sure that it would land right.
What do you mean by that?
I'm not sure he would hear me out, and I'm not sure that I would verbalize it correctly if I'm in front of him.
You see that you need to forgive him, right?
Yes.
So just go to him, or you can FaceTime with him or something, and say, "Hey, Dad, I've been resenting you all of my life. I'm wrong. I'm sorry." That's all you need to do. And if he apologizes, fine. If he doesn't, fine. If he overreact, fine. That's him. But you will walk away free. And then those extra demons will leave you.
Oh, thank you.
But your father he loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with your mother.
No, I understood that part all too well. I felt like I chose sides, and maybe he feels some way about that.
Yeah, your father loved you, Esther. Forgive him for not being able to protect you. Your mother became his mother. He didn't know how to deal with it. and God will forgive you, and then all those demons will have to leave you, and you will become free.
Yes. Well, it's on my itinerary.
Let me know how it goes.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
And do the silent prayer. You know about my silent prayer?
No, I do silent prayer.
Go to rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. And I want you to encourage you to do that. Be still and know God. And if you still want to do your little hooping and hollering, do your little hooping and hollering, because you're saying, when you're hooping and hollering, you're praying to the devil anyway. Do your little hooping and holler, and then be still and know God.
Wow, that hit. As a hooping and hollering, yes, I know I'm not praising the Lord.
Right. What a mess.
Wow. I figured if I was telling the truth, then it doesn't count.
That's right. So do the silent prayer and forgive your father, forgive your mother. Your mother can help herself. Her mother screwed her up, so she had no love. And forgive your father. And I promise you, you will have perfect peace right here on earth.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Let me know how it goes.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
All right. Bye. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to Mario, first time caller out of Missouri. Let's see here. Mario, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, Mario.
So I'm a relatively new viewer. I think I've been listening to you for about roughly a month now. And I discovered you through Instagram. And, man, your content on the fellowship, the JLP show, and the Fallen State episodes are just amazing, man. I enjoy
Amazing. Amazing. Right
and
on.
at least a question that I had is something that I personally struggle with is judgment and coming to conclusions quickly on whether it be people or just situations. And I just wanted to know what advice you had in terms of that, combating that. Because I say with anger, I've always been pretty good at not falling into it per se, but judgment is something that I've struggled with, and I just wanted to know what you say about that.
So do you still get you still have anger in you?
I would say I do. I have minimal, but I always try and not let it get the best of me.
But you can't control anger. You have to overcome anger with good, meaning that you're going to have to forgive, and especially your mother and your father, and then God will forgive you, and then the spirit of anger, which is in the mind, thoughts and emotions, they will lose grip over your life. They will be taken away from you, and you will be free, and you will no longer judge anyone for any reason because you will have understanding. But you gotta love what's right first and foremost. Love God over all things first, and die from the thoughts and emotions. You'll be fine. But
okay.
you gotta love what's right, and then the love would take over you, and it will work through you, which is the nature of God. It will work through you, and you're gonna love all human beings in the same way that you love God, and He loves you.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Have you heard me say you gotta forgive your mother?
Yes, multiple times.
And have you done that?
I don't think I have felt the need to do that. At least, with listening to what you say about, everybody's mother, I think in my family, it was mainly my father who I feel like has been the nuisance per se. But I haven't felt the need to have to ask for forgiveness of my mother.
And why do you resent your father?
We recently got over a struggle of my parents. They're now split. They were never officially married, but they're split now. And he was very much during the whole process of the splitting up between them. He he wanted to maintain the family, but it just was no longer there, and it was mainly on his part.
And how was it on his part? He didn't know how to deal with you guys because you took the side of your mother and you treated him the way your mother treat him. You became like your mother.
At least on my dad's behalf, what he did was he committed adultery.
But what did he do to you, though?
What he did to me specifically was with his actions towards wanting to keep. I think my father's very narcissistic, and he just was not aware of what was really going on, what was happening, how we were all feeling, especially each of us, because I have 4 siblings.
But what did he do to you?
Man, now you're saying this, he didn't do anything too harmful specifically to me.
What did he do to you, period, that would cause you to be angry at him?
Him continuing to harass my mom when she no longer wanted to continue things.
But what did that have to do with you, though?
Nothing, now that I think about it.
So why are you angry at him and he did nothing to you?
I honestly can't answer that. Just now that I think about it, there was nothing too direct towards me at all.
Right. If he committed adultery, that between you, he and your mother had nothing to do with you. And when he tried to be with you, because you identify with your mother, she has created you her image by playing victim, and your mother is not a victim. And the only reason your father committed adultery is because he couldn't handle her. He's angry, and so when you get angry, you use things to try to make yourself feel better. You need to forgive your mother for playing victim and imposing her will on you. You become like your mama.
Wow, yeah.
Your mother is not an angel, buddy.
Oh, yeah, I'd agree with that, too.
So you got to forgive her so that God can take the spirit of the mother, which is the spirit of evil, away from you.
And likewise with my father, right? Forgive both of them? Or
yeah,
first my
go
mother?
to your father, too, and say, hey, I didn't understand, but I was wrong for resenting you. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And forgive your mother for pretending to be a victim and making you identify with her and all that crap she was doing. She couldn't help herself. Her mother did it to her. Your mother is an evil woman. She has no love.
And if I can say something else, prior to my father being with my mother, he was in, I believe, 3 previous relationships, throughout, because he's probably like 58, I believe.
Okay.
And he was in 3 prior relationships to that, where he had kids with those women too, and he moved on. I don't know the full story of them, but he moved on from them and up until he came with my mother. What do you think about that? What could that have resulted? Why did that result?
Because he hates his mother and he doesn't know how to deal with women. He's trying to find the love in the woman, and women don't have love. And every woman he get involved with would be his mother. It's the same spirit, and he can't handle it. He's looking for love. And likewise, if you don't forgive your mother and your father, every woman you get involved with is going to be mama. You're going to become the boy. She'll become the mama, and you're going to want to leave her as well.
Okay, I understand that.
But whatever he's done, don't worry about that. That's on him. You forgive him because you're wrong for resenting your father and your mother. They can help themselves. That doesn't mean you got to hang out with your mother or your father unless you want to, but don't resent them. Otherwise, you're becoming like what you hate.
Yeah, you've made me definitely reflect and see that. So I understand that.
and then do the silent prayer, rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer, so that the truth can catch up with you and take over your life and bring you out of the darkness into the light.
Okay, Jesse, thank you.
But forgive your mother,
And,
man.
I will work on that. I will look into that.
And you're going to be shaking in your boots, and the devil going to tell you, oh, you're going to hurt her feelings. She's going to feel bad. That's fine. That's on her. It has nothing to do with you. Hey, mother, I'm sorry for resenting you. I didn't realize you had recreated me in your image, and I identified with you and went against my father, and now I'm suffering. I become like you. And however she handled it, that's on her. If she doesn't want to play with you anymore, don't play with her. That's fine. How old are you?
I am 22.
Do you still live with her?
Yes.
Why?
Currently, with my financial situation and just being in school right now, I'm only going to a 2-year program, nothing big.
Okay.
Nothing that'll brainwash me.
Nice.
But
well, forgive her and get a second job once you finish school and get out of there, because she will not let you go. She's going to destroy you if she could by trying to control you. I'm the mother. You need to take, I had you. I did this. Your dad was no good. She's doing all that to manipulate you and control you.
All right. And if I can mention one more thing, this one's, I think, a good thing. You and one of my, I have 4 total, there's 4 total of us brothers, me, another sibling, and this third sibling. He shares a birthday with you on May 22nd, so I thought that was very, very interesting and cool.
That is, what a time to be born. Happy birthday to him.
Yeah, I'll let him know once the time comes.
Tell him I said amazing.
Amazing.
Thank you, Mario. And you work on you, overcome your mother, forgive your father, and I promise you, you will have an amazing life.
Sounds good, Jesse. Thank you for that.
All right, buddy. Let me know how it goes.
Yep.
All right. Bye now.
Bye now.
888-7753-773. Super chat.
Super chats. Tom bought 3 coffees on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Biblical question suggestion.
Thank you, Tom. Tom is like a mug.
Do you enjoy your life? BQ suggestion.
Thank you for that suggestion. I appreciate it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Over on Buy Me a Coffee, Eric 10. In response to the BQ, why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty?
Right.
Because your mama lied to you. Women base their intelligence in deceit, not in practical or spiritual matters.
Amazing. I'll put my little 2 cents on Sunday. Thank you.
Eric also says, mothers feign ignorance to not expose their selfish nature. Men perceive women idealistically because they're blinded by their mothers and desire virtuous wives. Society perpetuates the lie because no one thinks for themselves. Women can't tell the truth and men are subjugated by women.
Amazing. Keep it piffy.
Soul
piffy.
Conscious.
But thank you.
We'll have to read Soul Consciouses and the rest of your super chats later, y'all. Thank you kindly.
1 more hour to go. Quick break. The hate news is coming, not the fake news. I'll be back in a moment.
You know, I'm 32 years old now, and I've been clinically depressed since I was 17 years old. And ever since I started listening to you a couple of months ago, bro, I don't even need to hear the word depression. I don't even care about that because that's not anything that I identify with anymore.
Nice.
I'm 100% cured. I'm 100% better because I've been listening to the Jesse Lee Peterson show, and I can't even begin to tell you how much I appreciate you. And I just can't even, begin to tell you how much I really appreciate the things that you're doing for young men. Young men need to hear this, and young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
There's some serious, serious mess going on in this here old world, and Trump can't clean up all of it, although he is working to clean up a big chunk of it. According to People magazine, I just saw this headline, audio of that deadly crash between the airplane, that little private, well, I don't know, private jet, but Air Canada little jet thing, and a fire truck. It showed, or sounded, air traffic control saying, "I was trying, I messed up." An Air Canada flight, as you heard in the first hour from Hake, collided with a fire truck on Sunday on the runway at LaGuardia Airport. And an air traffic controller says he told the truck to stop. It was a he, apparently, told the truck to stop after they got approval to cross. What a mess. And the jet flew into it. The pilot and co-pilot killed, and 72 people aboard. It's not that small of a jet. And I think they were injured or something. Crazy. This is the end of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Female Monday, y'all. The 23rd of March, AD 2026. There's one line open. Hang tight, callers and super chatters. We will get to more of your super chats and more of your calls and more great stories. It is Hake News, not fake news. Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, reports several ambulances belonging to or at least a few, belonging to a Jewish volunteer rescue organization in the UK, I believe, were set on fire outside of a synagogue in London. Yeah, UK. Earlier today, very early today, in what authorities are treating as an anti-Semitic, all one word, no hyphen to make it seem real, attack. The attack was real, that's for sure. That's terrible, according to this report anyway. Flames and explosions awakened residents in Golders Green, home to one of the city's largest Jewish communities in London. And police said they were searching for 3 suspects seen in surveillance footage setting a Hatzolah Northwest ambulance on fire, adding that no arrests have been made amid a rise in quote-unquote anti-Semitism, all one word, no hyphen. In Britain, local residents expressed fear and disbelief. I wonder whether they're white anti-Semites or non-white anti-white anti-Semites who allegedly did this thing, if the story is true. Local residents expressed fear and disbelief. Quote, "It's a terrible, terrible act. What happened? Why is this happening to us?" A neighbor told CNN. "We're living in scary times. What a mess." Meanwhile, in America, the war in Iran is driving up prices for U.S. farmers as higher costs for fertilizer and fuel add to existing financial strains, says Commie Nonsense Network. The Strait of Hormuz, a key route for global oil and fertilizer, effectively blocked. Supply disruptions are hitting at a pivotal moment ahead of the spring planting season, which can start as early as March. Economists warn the ripple effects could drive prices higher, grocery prices that is, with increases likely across key staples like produce, meat, and dairy. Grocery prices have been a major source for stress for millions of Americans, claims Commie Nonsense. Polls show that the conflict could make relief even harder to come by in the near term. Iran war. Iran's Defense Council has threatened to mine the entire Persian Gulf. Wow. Meaning plant bombs, right? For people to come across and blow up. Terrible. Boats anyway. If Iran's coasts or islands are attacked, state media reported today. The only way to pass... I didn't know they had islands. Cool. Anyway, the only way to pass through the Strait of Hormuz for non-belligerent countries is coordination with Iran. A statement from the high-level security body said, adding, according to semi-official Fars news. They speak Farsi there, I guess. Whatever that is, it's a language. The warning comes as Iran's military said they would shut down the Strait of Hormuz and strike regional infrastructure. Communist buzzword. If President Trump follows through on a threat to bomb their power plants unless the waterway is reopened this evening, although he did give them 5 more days. We'll see what happens. I'm James Hake, JLP, Hour 3.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am JENNICA Peterson. Good morning. Hi, y'all. You can get involved by calling 888-77-53-773, 888-77-JESSE, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, brand new biblical question. We dealt with last week biblical question in the fellowship yesterday at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Brand new biblical question. Why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty? Why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty? Why? Why? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show, JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about, you just got to go and run around, go to the gym or wherever, you can podcast the show, but still listen to it on your phone while you're moving about, no matter what you're doing. Listen to it on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bun JLP Cash App. Bun JLP Cash App. It's Monday. And every Monday is Female Monday. All my life.
I like to make men uncomfortable.
Yeah.
All my life I had to fight.
Let women take over.
Some of us believe that women are getting paid less than men.
I proudly say I'm a feminist. Thank you.
Deep in their soul, they want to be home with those babies. We've been lied to for so long.
Amazing. What the... Before I go to the phone, I want to give you an example of a problematic woman from X. The post shows a video clip depicting a Generation Z couple in a car where the girlfriend aggressively yelled at an older neighbor over a minor parking dispute involving a skateboard, while her boyfriend repeatedly urges her to stop, show respect, calling her behavior wrong. Watch this from X.
You got a Karen, Mr. Karen over here. Get it, get it, get it. We're filming a video.
There's a 2-year-old kid that lives in that house.
Okay. I want to talk to him.
No, just hop in. Let's go. Come on.
No, I want to talk to him.
We'll talk to him in the car. Just hop in.
What?
It's not on the Hey, just get in the car. I'm not asking. Get it?
I get it. You can leave us alone. A 2-year-old?
Yeah.
What does that matter?
Who's driving the car when he's around with a skateboard?
Just relax, bro.
Just do it somewhere else. Honey. Take my picture.
Taking it.
In the car! The hell do you think this is?
This is annoying.
No, you don't get to make your own decisions. Stop. You don't run. You don't sit there and bicker old people. You hop in and you leave. We're sitting here ghost riding the whip in the neighborhood. Stop acting like we're not in the wrong. And then you're antagonizing him. If he goes and slaps you, I have to go grab him. You don't get to do that.
Right on. Correct her. That's amazing. A Generation Z. And see how the woman, she just doesn't care. So what was happening is, for those who may not have seen it, there's this thing, I guess, where some young people, they get in their car, they drive it, and they jump out and get on a skateboard while the car is still moving, and then they jump back in. And so it's called ghost riding, I'm told. That's what Jared's telling me right now. And what happened is, like the older guy was saying, hey, there's a child in that house. What happened if they run out there and the man is on the skateboard? And the woman want to fight. Amazing, huh? And if you think that's interesting, according to ABC 7, a Utah woman who wrote a children's book about coping with grief after her husband's death. She wrote this book about coping with grief after her husband's death. Well, according to this report, this woman was convicted of aggravated murder in his death by poisoning him with fentanyl. What the? ABC 7.
Has the jury reached a unanimous verdict?
Tonight, a guilty verdict on all counts in the murder trial of Utah mother Corey Richens, charged with killing her husband Eric by poisoning him with fentanyl.
Count 1, aggravated murder. We, the jury, unanimously find that the defendant Corey Richens is guilty of aggravated murder.
The case making national headlines when Richens was arrested for her husband's murder after writing a children's book about grief. Prosecutors said that Richens slipped 5 times the lethal dose of fentanyl into a cocktail that she made for her husband. They said Richens killed her husband for money while planning to start a new life with a new man. At the time of the murder, Richens' home flipping business was millions of dollars in debt. The jury watched body camera video of the moments after Eric Richens was murdered, his wife Corey sobbing. But prosecutors say she had plotted to murder her husband and had already made plans for a vacation with her boyfriend. After just 3 hours, the jury finding Richens guilty on all 5 counts, including murder, insurance fraud, and forgery. Corey Richens is scheduled to be sentenced in 2 months. She faces at least 25 years to life.
Amazing. Can you imagine the number of people who cried when she cried? Oh, her husband dead, poor lady. And she write a book, if all this is true, and she write a book about grief. I grieve, it was so hard. And the emotional people go, yeah, I know how you feel. Oh, come on, baby. And she, according to the report, she was lying, crying and lying. Now do you believe me? When she's crying, she's lying. Isn't that amazing? Yes, Jesse, that is amazing. Wake up, folks. If not now, when? Oh, poor lady, she lost her husband. I feel so bad for you. I wonder if she cried at the funeral, too. And then the people cried with her. And they pat her on the shoulder, on the back. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. A evil nature. Human beings are evil. Their nature is that of evil. There's no love. You can overcome it, though. You're not stuck. Let me go to Utah and talk to JENNICA out of Utah. JENNICA, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse. How are
Hey,
you?
JENNICA, all is well.
Awesome. Glad to hear. So I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts on, well, I've kind of had this question rolling through my mind lately, and it's just basically like, I don't know, I'm kind of caught between understanding and not understanding, and the question essentially is just, do things happen for a reason or not? Like, I just went through, and I both work on ourselves.
JENNICA, come back to your phone. You just went through what?
Oh, can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, just kind of going through what would be a difficult experience, but because I've been working on myself, it's just I've been doing a lot of observing with it.
Yes.
And so I guess like, so my husband and I both work on ourselves, and we decided that we decided to have a kid. And so I got pregnant, and then last week I ended up having a miscarriage. And it's been really interesting to like watch, just watch myself through it and experience just like a complete diversion of like going in one direction in life and then like having that stop and change. And so it's just kind of brought up this question for me as I've been observing stuff, like, do things happen for a reason, or is this just, life just kind of does, you experience different things and you just kind of observe it and keep going? Like, does that make sense? I've just kind of been in the middle of like, I don't want to, I would have in the past assigned a lot of meaning to it. There would have been a lot of, here's the, ways to make myself feel better or feel, dive into the sadness and the victim side and why me? And, I've watched all of these thoughts kind of just go through my mind and then leave because I'm not hanging on to any of them.
Right on.
But that is just kind of the one thing I'm like, is there purpose behind this, or is this just another thing that happens because it happens? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, bad things happen for a reason. She took the suitcase, I took the pain. What am I supposed to do? The best part of me was always you. And what you put out come back on you. And if you put out love, you get love back. If you put out hate, you get hate back. If you worry, you get pain. But if you had none of those things but love, you will only get love. So when situation happens, because you don't identify with those situations, you'll be fine with it. You'll just move on.
Oh, okay.
But what you put out is what you get.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess it's just kind of it's been interesting to realize that I don't know, like, especially with something with like being pregnant, like I kind of just, you assume that there's an outcome from that. and not getting that outcome, it's been really interesting to like pivot and be like, oh, okay, I guess I can pick up another job because, I'm not.
That's right.
There's not anything else, I'm not preparing in that way anymore. But yeah, that makes sense. It's just kind of, I don't know, it's wild to watch something that, so many people find so devastating and to experience it like on vacation too and still have a wonderful vacation.
Right on. Well, all the reason people overreact to things like that or anything is because they have the wrong identity. They have identified with evil instead of good, and they are very emotional, and they get thrills from overreacting, and especially if they're around someone who's going to pat them on the shoulder, on the back, and feel sorry for them and all that. But it sounds like you're looking at what's happening on the inside of you and not calling you And then you can get understanding whatever the doctor said, the reason for the miscarriage, and that way you can eat better and whatever, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's not like a the baby wasn't meant to come right now. Like that's
Right
all
on.
still just thrills.
Yes, those are thrills.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's been a whole lot of temptations for latching onto thrills through all of this. It's been so weird.
Human nature love and live off thrill, and they call it life, but it's really death.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep, that makes a lot of sense just because of what I've experienced working on myself. It doesn't bring anything else but thrills. So
That's right.
I just kind of wanted to get your opinion on that.
Well, you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, and life will, I mean, it's just going to get better for you. Stay with it.
Thanks, Jesse. I will.
All right. I wish you well.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Bye. She took the suitcase, I took the pain. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And I'm falling to pieces. Yeah. Let me go to Matt out of Australia. Heard around the world. Matt out of Australia. You are on the air.
It's the MIT
Mitt.
from
My
Australia.
bad. Mitt. That's right.
Yeah, brother.
Hear that.
Amateur. Black power, white power, black power, white power. Hey, in my mind, JLP, you should be president, mate. Honestly, if I could replace you, as much as I love the Great White Hope, look, some of his decisions have been really smart. Some of them I've been very against. But, you know, if you could get a bit, what was great in every one in the United Arab Emirates and Australia and United Kingdom, what will be again. So with right decisions, I want everyone in America to remember that, you know, what will be again. Even if he left it in the past and he doesn't know his past tense from future tense, with the right decisions and not trying to make a nuclear war with the world, he can bring greatness back. And look, if we had you in charge, mate, we'd be sweet. Everything would be fine. But, you know, you could hand out money as you needed. There'd be no having to put people on SH, you know, and all these types, you know, what Schedule 8 house, you know, all these types of, like, you know.
Let me ask you, how are you feeling about what's happening in Iran right now?
Mate, I just want you to know that place is called Istanbul, that whole state. So I've lived in the UAE. I've lived in Australia for a long time. They sent me over to the UAE for quite a bit of time to try and teach me some lessons as a child, and even later on I went there. And I've never been past Abu Dhabi, but those 7 countries in the UAE are very peaceful. It's like you're jealous of the technological advancements that we've got, like motorbikes we don't want to share until you have air highways, air patrols. Speak to them. Don't attack Arabs who've done nothing. I'm just saying Iran is that tiny little circle in the middle of Istanbul. Remember Iraq.
Are you against what's happening there or for it?
Against which part of it? You attacking it or us defending it, or what part of it are you asking me about?
American attacking Iran. Are you for that or against it?
The last one that you sent to Iran, not to civilian populations that I care about. I don't care about that at all. Those 2 boats we're keeping, we've had them since 2025, even if they look similar to American ships. But anyway, like I just want you to know that state, to everyone in there, it was funny to even the UK, even the Irish laughed about it, has always been called Istanbul. They've had a nuclear facility, but it's been monitored by these people called, I think it's the NPO or NPT or something like that, NPF. Or something like that. I'm not sure. But there's they're the nuclear people who monitor nuclear facilities. So they weren't enriching any uranium. They didn't have any nuclear. Like, why did you all go to North Korea later is what I want to know. And why didn't you use your amphibious vehicles when we had 4 lines of, look, some Arabs with some swords, some old dudes with AKs, and some Aussies with some AUGs, like some little 22 9mm semi-automatic weapons, and you wouldn't even use your hands. Whitejack says it wasn't going to get off the boat. Blackjack said, look, they're already on that sand, like we're not getting off the boat, and you had to bring all the press and your whole navy over to bring back 1 warship. It's like, but you use your amphibious vehicles to go to North Korea. It's like, come on now, we know you had amphibious.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I would
Matt-
put you either as president. Like, I don't think he's acting like the great. With some good decisions,
Hey,
I
Matt.
want you to tell him somehow telepathically that what will be again. Yeah.
Right on. Thank you, man. I got to run because of time. I do appreciate it, though. Let's go to. Thank you, Matt. I didn't quite know if you before. I couldn't quite understand what you were saying. It wasn't clear. Let me go to KAYLEY out of Florida. KAYLEY, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, KAYLEY.
How are you?
All is well. How are you?
Better since the last time that we talked. Slowly getting there.
Right on.
So I just wanted to let you know that I thank you for so much for introducing me to the silent prayer, the real silent prayer, not silent prayer that I thought it was.
Right on. You stay with it. It's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I have had some. They're not bad things. They're just a little uncomfortable things that I've experienced. But from your website, I saw that it was normal to feel like sick to your stomach while you do it.
Right. KAYLEY, speak right into your phone.
Can you hear me?
I can. You say you thought what about it now?
I don't know if it's bad. I said that I had remembered from reading your website about silent prayer
Right.
that it's normal to feel sick to your stomach while you do it.
Yes. What it is
So
when
I
you
didn't
when
worry
you do
too
it,
much about. I'm sorry.
As long as you don't have a physical illness going on, but if you're doing the silent prayer and you're becoming aware of those thoughts and emotions, those emotions are going to have a fit because they hate the light. And so they're going to react. Sometimes you may even throw up or whatever. But let that happen. As long as it's not physical, sick or nothing, anything, let it happen. And those demons, they are leaving your body because they cannot handle the light that is shining on them. The light of truth, the light of God.
Yeah, I find truth in that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
I just wanted to say thank you and that I appreciate you for introducing me to that.
You're welcome.
I'm not fully cured of whatever was wrong. I know you say that demons make a home in you.
Yes.
And I still get impulses, but like I get angry and stuff like that. But other than that, I am able to not feel that way. I used to think that controlling it would help, but I remember via our last conversation that you said that we don't control it, we overcome it or get rid of it.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have noticed that.
You cannot control evil. You have to overcome evil by being aware of it. And then when you get the feeling of anger, don't call that you anymore. You just watch that. It's just another thought and feelings. It's evil. Just watch it, and it'll be taken away from you as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day.
All right. Thank you, Kayla. Stay with it. Amazing. 888-77 Jesse. Let me go to Troy out of Minnesota. Troy, you are on the air.
Say you're the greatest black man ever.
Amazing.
So I did some research because I was wondering, like, what brought on this madness of the 19th Amendment and Civil Rights Act. And I found out that it was actually the Republican Party that got both of these laws passed, and the Democrats were actually opposed to them. I just want to know what your thoughts are on that.
Well, I'm not. The Democratic Party has never been about helping blacks at all. It's always about using them. They don't want the blacks to be free. They don't want them to be independent. They don't want them to be anything but available for use when it comes to time to vote, to create problems, to get more money for them. So, yeah, not surprised.
I was saying, because like the 19th Amendment and to some extent the Civil Rights Act has actually kind of hurt the Republican Party, because when you pander to the women vote majority left. And we see when you pander to the world instead of Jesus, the world never votes for Christ. And you see not all, like you say, not all, but most non-whites are voting majority Democrat. So
Yeah.
It just seems like the Republican Party was trying to pander to women and non-whites, and it's blown in their face. It's blown back in their face.
Well,
and
the government, period, whether it's Republican or Democrats, are about power. They are about money and perceived power. And that ego is out of control, and they will do whatever they can, either to get in power or to stay in power. So it's not like the Republican Party love the blacks or the women or anyone. It's about power.
Because I think that there is a rising movement to really talk about the 19th Amendment. I always say that it actually has degraded the quality of both men and women, because prior to the 19th Amendment, men had to own land in order to vote, which made them financially stable, and it made them more attractive to women, and it made them better men. And now the men can be bums, and the women have to enter the workforce, which they hate, and it's just really destroying people. Like you said, the order of God is completely under attack, because also women can come into political power. And I was just reading in 1 Timothy that he says that women are to not have authority over men.
Right.
So
but if
it's a
men were to
horrible law.
overcome their mothers, these kinds of things would not be happening. It's just that they have not overcome the spirit of the mother, so they think and they're emotional like their mothers, and they don't know how to deal with the mother spirit in women, and that's why this is happening. But if the men were to overcome, all this would end right away. Yeah.
But can I ask you one more quick thing?
Yes, sir.
So with the Civil Rights Act, you're on more on the side of it should have been left up to the states to figure that out, or do you think it was a good idea, just bad implementation?
No, there never should have been a Civil Rights Act. It made things worse and worse and worse.
You think that the states were naturally...
People would have come together naturally.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, God bless you, Jesse. We'll keep fighting for a better day.
Thank you, Troy. Amazing. 888-7753-773. Super. Super chat.
Super chats. Over on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Soul Conscious, 3 coffees. Jesse, amazing church. Is quote unquote S out of wedlock evil?
It's not evil, no. But what it does, if you're not overcoming, it'll addict you to the woman and the woman to the man, and it become emotional. It becomes like a drug, and now you can't live with it and you can't live without it because you use it in the wrong way. But no, it's not evil. Evil is anyone who has anger or resentment. Thank you.
K. Provan, you always speak the truth and astounding the propagandists, not protagonists.
Repeat that.
You always speak the truth and astounding the propagandists.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you, KP. Lori, biblical question answer.
What? I mean, why are women innocent and men are assumed guilty? Why are women assumed innocent and men are assumed guilty?
Because evil controls humans, and that's the natural order of evil, woman over man.
Interesting. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Very interesting. Thank you.
Maryland, great fellowship yesterday, Uncle Jesse. Black hands, thanks. BQ answer.
Why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty?
Because weak men who have their mother's evil nature have made it their mission to take down men who are strong and stand for what's right. Women hate men, and weak men hate strong men. Spirit of jealousy from the woman is in the weak men, and that spirit's using weak men to burn down the world.
Amazing. Thank you. I put my 2 cents Sunday. I appreciate it. The Treasure Chest is now open on DLive and scratch off on Pills.net, and I'll be right back. Thank you.
We'll read the rest later, y'all.
Quick break. Anytime you have situations happening in your life, always be still. Don't overreact. most of the people that I know, they say, "Oh, I know Jesus. I love Jesus. I'm an observer." And as soon as something don't go their way, they get mad. I'm like, what the? If you overreact, folks, remember to do that. Don't overreact. And when you get mad, it's your problem. It ain't your wife's problem, your husband's problem, your neighbor, your friend, your preacher, your teacher. It's your problem. Why you think you tick? It didn't go your way or the way you think it should go. Don't have a way you think it should go. Let life just happen. Thoughts make you think that life should go the way you want it to go. And if it doesn't, if someone don't do or say or act the way you think they should act, you hate them. And then you blame them for being mad. It's the darndest thing I ever seen. But it's amazing to see it. So relax. Welcome back, 888-77-JESSE. Couple announcement. If you need counseling, family, individual, or counseling, we have the best counseling service on the planet. Really. And you may need just one session, but at best two. Some people like to just do follow up on their own, but you may just need one. By phone, Skype, or walk-in, I highly recommend it. Anywhere in the world, by phone, Skype, or walk-in, it's not called Skype anymore, it's called Zoom, that's all right. Zoom. By phone, Zoom, or walk-in. It's the best. And be patient when you email or call in. By Zoom, in person, or phone, right? Say in person. By Zoom, in person, or phone. Because walk-in style is just walk in without an appointment. You need an appointment. You definitely need an appointment. And I do it myself, so it's really, really busy. And so when you request counseling, be patient. If we can't get you in right away, we'll get to you ASAP, as soon as possible, all right? Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com, or call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663 for counseling, all right? And the Hake Report is coming up at the top of this hour. The Hake, Hake report.com. And after the Hake Report from 9 to 11, the American Anchor Baby. The American Anchor Baby from 11 to 1 Pacific time. You don't want to miss it. The American Anchor Baby is high of energy, not fentanyl, not pot, pure energy given to him by God. So check it out, all right? And for those who are helping with the buy some new equipment, thank you for supporting that. Go to rebuildingtheman.com. We got to upgrade everything. rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Or call 800-411-BOND, 800-411-2663, or scan the QR code. And thank you for helping us to get the equipment, update everything. Or you can mail it in at P.O. Box 35090, LA, California, 90035. P.O. Box 35090, LA, California, 90035. Okay? I appreciate it. And we'll update you as we get it. Let me go back to some super chats, and then we'll get back to the phones. I want to catch up with the super chat. Super chat.
Someone Good morning. Why is my mind so weak that Satan can use the information you provide and convince me I'm doing things the right way? Is it because I actually don't want to overcome? This sounds crazy, but it's a genuine question.
Because you've been listening to the mind for a long time, and because you've been obeying it, identify with it, obeying it, reacting to it, or whatever, Satan has convinced you now. And so now, when he does, because Satan used the truth to deceive you, to take you away from it. So when that happens, just be aware of it. This is you. These are the thoughts. All thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. Just watch them and let them pass. Let them flow. Stop discussing with them. Don't get angry with them. Don't overreact in any kind of way. As a matter of fact, ignore them. Just be aware that it's happening, but ignore it. No communication. You'll be fine. Amazing.
Maria says ego is a secular word. It might have been Freud.
Oh, okay.
And I looked it up, and ego was a Latinization by Freud's translator, Sigmund Freud, this psychologist guy from Germany way back in the day. He called it, in German, the it, the I, and the over I. Talking about like the body, the sense of self, and whatever.
So how you said how that came about?
Freud's translator popularized that.
Oh.
Because ego just means I myself, I heard. In Latin.
Okay.
Yeah.
And interesting. I would not have thought about how that word came about if Alexa had not brought it up yesterday. But it was interesting. So it's just like, instead of saying devil or evil, they say ego, which means I. I feel sad. I am lonely. I lost this, or I lost that, or this happened to me. You're doing it to me. It's just all ego, which is the nature of the devil. I prefer calling it devil, evil. It seems to make it a little more clear to people. Because you say ego, it doesn't sound that bad. But it is evil. Right on. Thank you.
Larry H., when Chuck Norris left for college, he told his dad, "You're the man of the house now." Chuck doesn't breathe. He holds air hostage.
Amazing. Well, may his soul, that's the guy that died, right?
That's right.
He did. May his soul rest in peace.
Absters. Do you think a man can love two women, or is that ego? I'm torn if I should say everything is good other than commitment.
When a man loves a woman, can't keep his mind on nothing else. No. You only need one. And even with her, if you're addicted to it, it's not real love anyway. Real love is not an emotion. So do what you want, but just deal with one at a time. What the? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Tracy S. gifted the cookie a couple of times. I'm standing against your statement about crying and lying because it is not true.
Give me, thank you. Give me one evidence if you can. You can either call me at 888-7753-773, or you can make it clear through your super chat. Give me one example of when she's crying, she's lying not to be true. Give me an example of when it's not true. Amazing. Thank you.
And Tracy S. with another cookie. I still want to know, who are you?
Amazing. Look within yourself and find out who you're not. Then you know who you are. Amazing.
Thank you, Tracy S.
Yep.
Anthony L. 100 sticker.
Thank you, Anthony L. What's a 100 sticker mean?
It's like 100%.
Oh, right on. Thank you.
Larry H. Mama's lemon pound cake. Cake emoji tastes so good. Musical notes.
That remind me of the shrimps, the fish that we got from
Jim in Alaska.
Jim is so good. Oh, man. Alaska. I can't wait to go to Alaska just for the fish. Amazing. Thank you.
Larry
Thank
H.
you, Tracy.
Larry H. says, Nick Shirley going to find the Ark of the Covenant next.
It's amazing, based on what I've heard about him and what he's doing. He's so young, and it's amazing that the work that he's doing, and knowing, and I've heard that he gets threats and all kind of stuff, but to do what he needs to do and be so young and not have that fear that stop him, it's amazing. I wish him well.
Indeed.
I really do.
Cesar or Jesse, don't people sound silly calling others beta, but haven't forgiven their mother? Dominican facepalm emoji. What about those who say they have a great relationship with their mother and love them, but can't forgive?
That's deep. That's why I remind them that's not love. That's hate that you call it love. Amazing. Thank you.
Cesar or Cesar, the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. Movie quote. The greatest trick ego ever pulled was convincing you that it's not evil. My quote.
Well, the ego is evil, that's for sure. Thank you.
Kevin S. Says tithe on tips.
Thank you, Kevin S. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
T. Smith for coffee.
Who?
T. Smith.
Thank you, T. Smith.
Cornerstone says staying present is the key.
That's right. Always keep your mind where your body is. Always know where you are and what you're doing. It will be amazing. It really will. Work on yourself. Stay with it. Thank you.
That name has been chosen. Is resisting evil evil?
What?
Is resisting evil evil?
No. When you resist evil, you overcome evil. I don't understand that question.
Should we just kind of like relax? He's asking.
Yeah. Be aware of those thoughts. Relax. Don't fight with it. Just know that it's tempting you because it's a temptation and the hatred of the heart. But just be aware, and you being aware of it is resisting it, not going along with it. Amazing. Thank you.
Toontown, what's Jesse's take on this crazy bachelorette beating on her husband and kid and getting her show pulled and costing ABC tons of money? And right on cue, she pulls the victim card.
I'm not aware of that.
Did Anchor Baby play it? Where did I see it? Yeah, Anchor Baby played it on his show. You got to watch the American Anchor Baby.
Oh, okay.
This woman, this gal of color.
My producer, he almost added that story to the package. So I'm not familiar, so I can't comment.
Right
Thank you, though.
Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
Lori, you know, Jesse, that woman from church is right about the word ego. The world will say ego is self-confidence or is narcissistic, but no one calls it evil. Ego is another fake word because it's easy to accept we have an ego rather than accept we are evil.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, Miss Gonzalez made a very good point.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh.
Amazing. Thank you.
Joseph D.
Why are you laughing?
Let's keep on moving. Joseph D.M. says, as a new member, welcome.
Thank you, Joseph T.M. Appreciate it.
Nikki, when I first started doing the silent prayer, I was holding my breath, thinking that was how you stop the thoughts. Laughing face with tears. It gets better, better, and better.
Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Catch my breath. I won't be turning back. Thank you.
That's Nikki 313.
Thank you, Nikki 313.
Fazul, answer to the BQ.
Why are women assumed innocent and men assumed guilty?
Because when she cry, you fold like a cheap suit. Said Fazul.
What the? Amazing. Thank you. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Stephen from Rotterdam, the Netherlands. 3 coffees. Love y'all. Hearts.
Thank you, Stephen. Appreciate it from
Netherlands.
Netherlands. Thank you. Heard around the world. Thank you.
Shout out to Games for Rec, Mercer sucks, Aries One, and the rest of the supporters on the D-Live crew. Thank y'all kindly.
Shout out to D-Live.
And thank you to the Cash App supporters. It's Bond JLP on Cash App.
Right on. Thank you.
And thank you to the YouTube and multiple YouTube channel supporters on Jesse Lee Peterson, on Bond, and on The Fallen State.
Right on. Thank you.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that's all for now.
Amazing. Thank you all so much. I do appreciate it. Did you hear about this Brazilian politician? According to X, this is from X. a Brazilian politician performed blackface to show trans people that putting a black foundation on her face doesn't make her black. Just like changing your body doesn't make you a different gender. The incident was reportedly a protest against the appointment of a federal lawmaker who is a trans, quote-unquote, woman. Watch this from X. She took the suitcase, I took the pain. What am I supposed to do when the best part of me was always you? And I'll come back to it. Let me go to Abdullah. Let me know when you get that ready. Let me go to Abdullah out of Texas. Abdullah, you are on the air. Abdullah?
Jesse.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mama's dying.
Mama's dying? Hello?
Yeah,
Abdullah, you have a problem with your phone. Hold on, I'm going to let Derek handle that, and don't hang up. For some reason, your phone is... Are we ready?
Are you guys hearing this?
Hear what?
I have had the privilege.
Oh, there it is, finally.
This is the politician, according to X, who performed blackface. What is this?
Want to know the following. You see, I am a white woman. I have had the privileges of a white person throughout my life. So here I ask you. Me being a white person, living everything I've lived as a white person, now at 32 years old, I decide to put on makeup, to cross-dress as a black person putting on makeup and letting the sun shine through. And here I ask, and now I have become black. I felt the contempt of society for a black person who should never exist. I ask you who are watching me, do I feel in my skin, by painting myself black, the pain that a black person felt from racism, from not being able to get a job? I even have an aunt who, before the 90s, went looking for a job, and she is black, and she said that in the job interview.
Ain't that enough?
She was great. But then...
Is that it?
Yeah,
well, no, this goes on and on.
It goes on and on, but he faded it out. You get the point.
I thought you said that's enough.
No. He was saying, ain't that enough
Oh,
makeup?
my
Because
bad.
she put on like even more
I thought you
makeup.
said that's enough.
No, I'm like...
now.
She didn't really get to the transgender part.
Am I feeling the pain of a mother who has a son who suffers everything he suffers on the street for being black? That's not it. That's not this fight. I want to show you.
Oh my gosh.
It's no use me putting on makeup. I don't know the pain you've been through. It's no use me pretending. And I don't know the pain that the black women at that federal government event felt when they slept in the stable. But now I'm not black. I'm painted black on the outside. Look, I recognize myself as black. Why can't I then preside over the Anti-Racism Commission? Why can't I defend this? Why can't I take care of this agenda? And then I see, I come and tell you, do you know I can't take care of this agenda? Because I'm not black. I don't know the essential pain these people have experienced. The tears they shed. I don't know what they went through. I imagine with great anger what they went through. The pain they lived through war, but I don't know what they went through in my essence, because I am not black. And here, now, taking off this makeup, I tell you as a woman, I am a woman There's no point in dressing up as a woman, and I'm not here to offend transgender people. Quite the contrary. I'm saying I am a woman. I want to be seen as a woman. I want to be the woman of the year cannot be transgender because that is taking away, for example, the woman who invented the vaccine that allows people to walk after an accident. She is a woman, but someone took her place to put a transgender woman as woman of the year. So what do I want to say here? Transgender people must be respected. Yes, we are seeing the greatest increase in history in the murder of transgender people, and they must be respected. Yes, I don't want any trans person to go through any situation of prejudice. I don't want any trans person to be murdered for being trans, nor discriminated against for being trans. But I also don't want any trans person to take my place. Where is it? It's not my place to speak. I'm a woman. How are we going to take care of endometriosis, childbirth, breastfeeding, menopause if
Okay, that's
the person
enough.
doesn't have a place?
So her point was apparently they elected or something a transgender so-called woman. And her point is just because you change your body part, that doesn't make you a woman. Your gender, when you change your gender. And she was making that point. I wonder if the black got upset about the makeup though. Because normally people overreact to stuff. What the? Amazing. It was too long for us, so I had to cut it off right there. The video itself. Let me go back to Abdullah. That's amazing. What do you think about that, Hey?
It was amusing watching her do that.
It sure was. Amazing. Abdullah, let's try it again.
Hey, am I coming through okay?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, she's about to expire.
And when?
And,
when is she expiring?
Well, my father messaged me yesterday. They live in one of those Allahu Akbar countries.
Oh, okay.
And so he messaged me and said, you need to come over here and say goodbye because she's in the hospital. And it looks like it's just a matter of time. She's been sick with cancer for a couple of years, like 5 years, I think now. But I'm not going over there. There's no reason. I think it would be foolish for me to travel over there, given what's going on right now.
Yeah.
So I'm sort of not sure how to. I don't understand how I'm feeling.
How are you feeling?
I guess I think the thoughts are telling me to be sad and everything, but I'm not sad.
Right on.
I wish her well, and
yeah,
you know, I never I never loved her, but I don't hate her either. I forgave her, following your advice. I called both of them on FaceTime, and sorry about the noise. I'm about to walk in, but so I forgave both of them. Let's go. And yeah, and so now it's a strange feeling. It's like being freed almost.
Yeah, it is freedom.
Mm-hmm.
Emotion, angry or resentful, up and down emotions is slavery, and that's why it was made possible by God that you can walk out of the slavery, out of the jail or prison of emotions, because they're not from Him.
Right. So, okay. So, what's your advice?
I mean, you sound like you handled it very well. If you want to go, go. But if you don't want to go, don't go. Just don't be angry.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That way you won't doubt yourself. If you don't fall into the thoughts and emotions, you won't doubt yourself that you did the right thing or the wrong thing. Just don't be angry and do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going. There's no reason for me to go.
Right on.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, I wish you well with that, but stay out of your thoughts and you'll be fine.
Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy.
I appreciate you. Thank you. You take care.
You too. Super. Super chat.
Super chats.
Larry H. I did blackface in the bathroom once when I was 3.
What the? Amazing. Thank you.
And Everblazer says, you missed my BQ coffee hate beta.
Oh, beta.
And indeed I did. Cesar Caesar says, BQ answer.
Why are women assumed innocent and men are assumed guilty?
While women are princesses, men are punching bags. Punching boxing glove emoji.
Amazing. Interesting. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday.
Very nice. And thank you guys. I do believe now that's all for now, unless I'm mistaken yet again.
Amazing. Thank you. Again, I don't know what happened with the Chavez thing. I'm just saying about the hatred for men. Amazing. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with it. Don't forget to support us by donating to new equipment updates and all that by going to rebuildingtheman.com. Do the silent prayer. Doubt all thoughts. All thoughts are all lies all the time. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your past. You're not your future. Stay present. Always know where you are and what you're doing. Really. That is an amazing way to live. Give it a good try. I am out of time. To the rest of the caller, I am totally out of time. Hake is coming up now. Hake, H-A-K-E of the Hake Report. The guy with the good hair and the American Anchor Baby. Thank you for your support and stay with it. Bye, folks.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, and individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they overcome it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven.